Hey guys, in this video, it's so important. We're going to share with you why we think we're going to go down. We're going to go down to a lower price, even 13,000. You got to watch this entire video right now. Today, it's very important you watch the entire video so you can understand a few points. I'm going to do a bit of talking before I show you charts. My first point is that this is our first bear market for crypto. You have to realize that crypto was invented, Bitcoin was invented after a bear market. By the way, you like my background? Comment which tower is that? Let's see who can guess where I am. Anyway, all indicators should flash. That's my first point. In this bear, because it's a condition that Bitcoin has never experienced a bear market like this, we believe that all the indicators should flash before a bottom is reached. And about a little bit more than half of the indicators have flashed. And some of you know some of them. We've already talked about it. And the future will tell you the other indicators that have not flashed yet, which is a little bit less than half. So we think that the bottom, when we find the bottom, it should be all the indicators that flash. That is my first point. What do you think about that, Austin?
I mean, like you said, Bitcoin's never seen a bear market. So this is all new territory for cryptocurrency, and finding the bottom is going to be a key factor in making the most profit, right? So I think it makes sense that we wait until all of them have flashed, even if that means it recovers a little bit and then we buy in, right? It's better to be safe than sorry when the unknown is potentially losing money.
Yeah. Second point, and I need more research on this, but because we're heading into a recession, some people could argue we're already in, but the unemployment rate is probably the argument why some say maybe it's not a recession, because it's still very low. But as you know, quantitative tightening continues, the unemployment rate should rise, which is our expectation. So usually the bottom is not found until we're into 2/3 of the way in the recession. Let's go to the third point though. So when the indicators the indicators flashed in the past when there was no bad macro level, that's important to realize. In the past bottom of the bear markets, all the indicators flashed, you understand? And they have not all flashed right now. So hence why the thesis is the bottom has not been reached yet. So I understand that we've been kind of telling you to be cash positive, and that, you know, part of the thesis is that maybe we've been saying to you the bottom has not been reached. Hence why you should be 50% positive. Now, after today's point, I may change my mind. You have to be flexible as a trader. You want to be like rigid, because last week you said that, so you stick to what you said. That's not very smart. So as I said, I need to collect more data before I'm more definite or have more certainty behind my opinion. Does that make sense? Let's go to point 4 so it makes more sense. So we believe that another low on Bitcoin, one more leg down, would indicate the bottom. So the thesis is the bottom has not been reached yet. And the reason is because not all the indicators have flashed. Is that clear, Austin? Yeah.
Yeah. And we're in a bear market.
Some have flashed, like the PI cycle bottom flashed. Other ones have flashed, but not all of them have flashed. So as a result, like, we're not 85% down yet, right? Which is the average bear market. Now, I don't think that's a big indicator. We'll share more indicators in the past, but we think one more leg down below the 17K, wherever that's going to be, whether it's 16.5 or 13. I don't want to be presumptuous and say I know what the bottom is, but you know, a lot of people think it's 13,000 K like level. That would make sense, but I think another leg down could also mean 16K. You get what I'm saying? So let's see what happens. But whatever that next leg down is, would be, we could all then agree, as all of the indicators kick in, now we could all say with certainty the bottom is in. That's the point that I wanted to make there. And now, but there's a caveat to this thesis, and it is that the danger to making that assumption is that we have a longer recession. So a recession could last more than 2 years, for example, if it's very bad. Now, a 2-year recession would bring us September, let's say 2023 is 1 year, September 2024 is 2 years. That would fall in line with the 2024, 2025 bull run, okay? That would fall in line with that. So we'll give you some specific months if it is going to be like that, that we think the bottom is going to kick in, okay? The point of all this information for you, number 6, is that you remain cautious, which brings me to point 7, be cash positive. Cash is king, okay? The worst case, it doesn't have another leg down. That's the worst case. You don't use your cash, then you buy in later. Okay, it's true, you might be buying at a higher price, but if I had to bet that there is another leg down, I would be erring on the error that I would rather do that, because I'm probably 65% certain there will be another leg down. If you want to know the specific number of my certainty, right? Yeah, about 65. Now that might change in the future as I collect more data, but right now that's where I'm at. So just because of everything I've gathered, all the information. So we need to observe how things go and then continue to ask questions about the data that we collect. Does that make sense? And point 8, and then we'll go into the chart, is you can hedge your position in a crypto by using your cash, if you don't want to hold cash, to buy precious metals. By precious metal, we mean silver, gold, etc. Right? That could be a good hedge. If I'm correct about my thesis and we have another leg down, then yeah, there's a few options. If you're like holding $10,000, maybe you sell everything, you know, based on what I will tell you next, because I think, as I said today, we have a bullish divergence. Let's see how things are looking, but it's very possible we have a bullish divergence that kicks in and you'll have another chance to sell. So I'm not saying you sell right now and panic or anything. That's not what I'm saying, but I'm looking at this as a macro level. Yeah. Let me show you the chart. And so we have a clear resistance and support here, as we can see. Yes. And we have a bullish divergence if this point holds. If this holds. Now you might have a wick again, but I would assume that we need to hold this in order to have a bullish divergence, which would mean that we bounce off there, go back up, break this, and make our way right here. That's the sales target, more or less. That's
21.
where I would sell. And if I'm correct about my thesis, that will be a 15% from right now, or from the level of supports. Not a huge gain, but it would give you a chance to make profit from your current trades that you bought at below the 4-hour RSI here, right? That's when we started buying, remember? Here, okay? So that will give you an opportunity to make a nice 15% trade, and that doesn't include all the altcoins. So yes, you would begin to exit your positions, okay, and be more cash positive. All right, guys, thanks for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed what we share with you. By the way, you should really subscribe to the channel and press your notification button so you don't miss this important information on how to trade and make money in crypto. And also, if you want to make money professionally and you want me to show you, give you the exact buy and sell at the moment that I do them, and to make serious money in crypto, I'm talking 5% to 50% per trade. Imagine you could do that every month. What would your income be like? If you want to learn how to professionally trade, you can subscribe, go to the description right now and click the pay to trade link, and we'll bring you to a website and show you how for just $50 a month you can professionally trade by following me on how I make millions of dollars in crypto. And you can follow me, try it for 1 month. I guarantee you'll like it. If you don't, just don't continue. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. go to the description right now.